music guest was working as a sports physiotherapist for 10 years before deciding to pursue her music full-time. Now, she has performed at some of the country's biggest music festivals such as the KKNK and was also part of the sold-out Irish musical, The Confessio, at the Atterbury Theatre. Her name is Rita Li and she joins us now on Zoom to tell us more about her latest single titled Iemand Anders. Rita, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure, Rita. Now, take us back to when you discovered your love for music and what is happening in your life at the time.
So I started to sing and play piano and dance when I was 3 years old, and I don't think it ever left me. And then I did primary school and high school, and then I went to study as a physiotherapist. I actually wanted to become a medical doctor, and then with the selection things, you guys know how it goes. And then during my studies in my second year, I actually decided to start pursuing my tap career again, my tap dancing career. So I completed my teacher's qualification. And then I also realized, listen, I just need to continue singing because I enjoy this so much. So I continued singing and taking master classes from a lady here in Pretoria. And then I practiced as a sports physio for 10 years. And then I just decided to pursue this career in music. And I'm really, really excited about it. It's been 3 years. And yeah, it's going wonderful.
And sure, you might you might love music or you might love singing, but what really inspired you to quit your career as a sports physiotherapist to pursue music full-time?
I just think it's a huge passion. If I get onto a stage or if I sing, last night we had a very intimate show there in Pretoria, and then I just realized again, this is how one touches people's hearts. This is how music connects us all, and I think that's what happens when I get onto the stage. Is this magic that I can't explain. So it's actually so easy for me to just leave my career and just change it.
It's a good thing that that magic rubs off on your fans, Rita. Now, you released your debut single My Last in 2019. How was it received?
It was received very well. It was the Jacaranda FM Hot Hits in the first week, which was a very big surprise, and people loved it. And then we just needed some time to follow in those footsteps.
Okay, now speak to us about your latest single, Iemand Anders. Who did you work with on this project?
So it was written by Danny Smoke and Dewald Wasserval, and it was produced by Murray Libbe. He's a producer here in Pretoria, and it was actually, the album was completed, and then we needed one song, and Murray just said, let's call Dewald and hear if the song is still available. And he immediately said, you can have it. And the message of this song really caught my attention and made my hands a little bit of sweat, because I think people sing about love songs all the time, but they don't necessarily sing about the other side of this, the love triangle. And so many people experience that. Okay,
and what's the song about, Rita, and what is the inspiration behind it?
Danny was watching a movie one night, and it was about a love triangle and the emotions that was involved in such a triangle, and the hardship and the decisions. And then he decided to write the song, and he contacted Dewald and they started to write it. And yes, so it is about a love triangle, and also about choosing to step into it or to step out of it, because we have choices every day, and it's not always an easy choice, but it's sometimes the better choice to make, to step out.
Indeed. And what's the significance then of the title Iemand Anders? I hope I pronounced it correctly. And what were the highlights of working on this album?
I think for me, as it was my debut album, I established a brand and a sound that I needed to find myself in this, because over all the years you sing so many covers and different styles and genres, but I never really realized what exactly it was that I wanted to do. So Murray and I worked really hard to establish my sound and my approach and my brand, and I think that came through this whole debut album. So yes.
And the inspiration behind the title of your full album, Roekeloos Verliefd?
Yes. So most of the songs is about love, of course, but the Rita Li, it's about falling in love without even thinking, and that's what consumes you. That's what it's all about. Although the single actually contemplates it, it actually tells you about the love triangle, but that's the one song. The rest of it is about being really carelessly in love with someone.
I like that. I think I like that, Rita. I mean, falling in love without even thinking. Don't we all? All right, how do we connect with you, Rita? So how do your fans connect with you?
They can join my social media pages on Facebook. It's Rita Li Music in Afrikaans, and then on Instagram it is also Rita Li Music, and they can join my website www.ritali.co.za, and they can just send me a message and I'll quickly respond and we can have a nice chat about it.
We would have loved to see your cat, Rita.
Sorry. She's hungry.
And she was craving attention, I could tell. All right, Rita, great chatting to you. All the best in your music, hey?
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. It's really an honor, and we'll see you soon with all the shows coming up, hopefully.
Hopefully. All right, have a great day. That was a musician, songwriter and physiotherapist Rita Li speaking to us about her latest single titled Iemand Anders, written by Dewald Wasserfall and Danny Smoke. Now her debut album Roekeloos Verlief, from which this single was taken, will be released on the 9th of April this year.